You got the heat.
Not really. I'm out. I go out a lot now. I go out for now. I measure insulated units and shower doors. I measure everything now. The guys just install. So pumping out more jobs a day. That's good though. So
Nice.
I'm just measuring.
You're not installing anymore?
No, only if I have to.
Yeah, I get it.
We hired a new guy. He knows what he's doing. He knows
That
he
guy's
was
working out, huh?
yeah, he was not a shit talker. We got a lot of shit talkers and then they don't work out. This guy, he seems like the real deal.
He talks the talk and walks the walk.
Yeah, and he's young too, so that's good.
That is
And he likes to go fishing. I'm a fishing guy too. I'm like, oh damn. All right.
cool. That sounds good, man. You can do that for a Christmas party, go fishing.
Yeah, no, too many women here. They don't want to touch. Oh, ew, warm. Ew, okay.
Ew.
Not my wife, dude. She'll go fishing. She likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go drown some worms.
No, we don't. I mean, that was just a figure of speech. Yeah, no, but worms, depending. I mean, worms are good for like trout and stuff, but if you want to go with the big game, you got to go,
Lures,
lures or like sardines or shrimp, ghost
calamari.
shrimp. Yeah,
Oh,
the
good.
grass. Oh yeah. Oh, calamari. Yeah, I get that too.
Baby squids.
Yeah, squid's more for like sturgeon, and that's closed right now. You can't catch them. You can catch, but you can't keep. It's all catch and release. So,
Was like rock bass or
oh, rock cod. Yeah,
rock
so
cod,
good. Yeah,
ling cod,
yeah, yep. Striper.
striper, kind of.
Striper's in my backyard, so I have a river behind me that the Feather and the Sacramento. So I used to go when I moved in my house the first, couple years. I used to go like my rod was already set up, just pick up and go fishing. Now the river, the river bottoms are full of homeless and stuff. So I'm like, oh, they ruined it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, look at this rock. Oh, somebody's shit. Oh, nah.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Oh, that rock looks funny. Don't touch it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a lot of that kind of in this part of the California.
Yeah, it is.
Santa Cruz has a lot of it. It's too bad because I like to, go out in the woods, hike around and
Hmm.
there's just they're wrecked. There's just so much trash and
And the sad thing is that Northern California and the coast are like probably one of the most beautiful like sceneries you ever see, like anywhere in the world. I mean, I don't care what you say.
absolutely true.
California coast is like the best. I
Mhm.
mean, it's awesome.
It's the redwoods and all that, man.
Hmm.
It is. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's not like they're saying, let's go to Georgia to go visit Daniel.
Georgia's beautiful, man, but that doesn't have the climate we've got.
Yeah, I know.
Beginning to think this is just a West Coast meeting only.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty close, man.
Robert's there. He's like in the middle.
Yeah, he's down south,
Yeah.
way down south. They call it the West, but it's really the South.
It's just
Texas people
sad.
are confused, man. They're thinking
It's a sad South. When you fly over it, like, what the heck is it?
it's like
Looks
Gateway
like desert. Like what?
West. Do you know which way West is? But I love them. I love Texas.
Texas is cool too. I like it.
Awesome, man. It is. I lived there for a while.
I'll tell you what, man. I went to Texas for 2 weeks to visit my brother and some family. I couldn't wait to get home to eat some real Mexican food.
Right.
That Tex-Mex is, ugh, I don't know how Robert does it. Ugh.
I can't do California Mexican food. It's horrible.
Nah,
It's funny.
nah.
It's funny. Yeah, there's a
Like
lot of
tacos, we have our little tacos. You guys tacos go over freaking flour tortilla. Come on, man. That's a quesadilla, man. What the heck?
It's interesting how different parts of the country have, well, they have different
And you
people
guys put
from different regions of Mexico,
yeah.
right? So the food can vary a lot, from one area to the I've lived all over the country. So like some Mexican people put like potatoes and everything.
Mm.
You know, like potatoes in their burritos or tacos or whatever. It's actually pretty good, man.
Yeah, well, when I ordered taco one time when I was down there, I ordered a taco, didn't really pay attention. Freaking idiots bought me a taco with sour cream in it. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Taco with sour cream.
Yeah, like, oh God, you guys should have just specified that. Like, you guys put sour cream in your damn tacos. What is this hellhole right here? Damn it.
My wife
So
loves sour cream. I'm not, I can take her or leave
Uh,
it.
what do you like on a corn tortilla, Adrian? What's your perfect taco? What kind of meat and what kind of
Me,
toppings?
I can eat all kinds of meat. I'm not sure.
But,
I like
but what's your
tongue.
favorite?
I can eat all. I can eat all the meat. Carne asada, lengua. I could do tripas. I could do it all. Cabeza. I could do it all.
That's
But it's the meat, cilantro, onions, chili. That's it. Nothing special. That's it. If you want to get a little fancy, you could put some cheese between the tortilla. Oh my God. That's awesome. Yeah.
like 2 tortillas with some cheese in between, and
Yes.
then load up some meat in there. I like
Hmm.
that. Some shredded cabbage.
Yeah, there was a taco truck that did it like the next town over. I never had it like that, and then I'm like, what the hell is dude, game changer right there.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Well, all right. Well, welcome everybody. It's Taco Thursday.
There you go.
Shower door professionals. Man, I'm hungry now. It's almost dinner time. I'm like
Yeah.
about an hour away from me. I've been thinking about tacos for the whole time.
Yeah.
That's okay. How'd you guys enjoy your past week? Get some time off?
It wasn't long enough.
No?
Nah, I could have used another day.
You
Which I
celebrate?
did take it. I did take an extra day.
Did you?
And we had a 4-day weekend. I'm like, oh, I seen my schedule. We had one thing. I'm like, oh, hey, reschedule it. I'm staying home. All right. Stayed home on Monday. It was really nothing.
Yeah, we packed up and went to Cabo.
Oh, that's right. You were in college. What was
Oh.
that?
Yeah.
Is that why you're special red right now?
What?
Is
Yeah.
that why you're extra red?
The best part was we were able to get the 49er game down there
Yeah.
to watch because we were in a gazebo by the pool. They have all these TVs and they're showing the Raider game. No, the Rams game. The guy next to us, they were 49er fans, and so they brought down their laptop and a hot stick and trying to get it to work, and it wouldn't work. And so some guy walking by heard them complaining, and he was some IT guy. He went in there, and I don't know what he did, but we had the 49er game.
You got it on there for you, huh?
Got it on it for us, So that was
They
good.
did they did what the non-tech guys can't do.
He had to fool the address on the computers, or so they didn't know it was going down there. So he made it work. So we're all happy.
All the comforts of home.
Yep.
Well, you were not on the
Yeah.
beach relaxing with a margarita in your hand or what? Or a drink?
Well, of course. It's all inclusive, so you get whatever you wanted.
What's
Nice.
Guy comes around and serves you, and it's great.
going on, Ryan? How's Canada?
It's cold and snowy.
Oh,
Whoa.
Shit.
We've got snow, and it's like I bet you we've had like a foot and a half of snow. It's ridiculously cold, and I think this snow is going to stay, and I'm not happy about it.
Didn't you guys just have an Arctic some weather coming down or
Yeah, we're
Really?
getting hit with they're calling it a polar vortex or something.
yeah.
Yeah, we're in the middle of this now, and I hate it.
Yeah, I have a buddy that's in Kentucky and he was telling me, yeah, they're getting it too.
Yeah,
He moves from California over there. I go, oh, I bet you wish you were in California, huh?
yeah, not impressed.
Yeah.
I mean, even the cocking is coming out of the gun rock hard outside. Like it's just stupid, right?
And I'm just trying to push out mastic. Oh,
Oh man, that's what I was just thinking about.
the mastic, huh? Damn.
Yeah.
The
Like,
old days when we got it out of a can with a stick, you know?
yeah.
Put it on the engine block. Let it warm up.
Well, even like we can't get spec two to come out of the gun and like out of the sausage. Like it's too cold to do like SSG joints now, and we have to wait. The ground is all saturated, like bricks are soaked, and it like so we have a job on Monday doing just like unit replacements and curtain wall. We can't put the pressure plate on because the corner plugs are rubber, and in the cold they don't compress.
Oh
So
no.
we have to leave all the pressure plate off until the weather warms up.
Crazy.
So what do? You can't do the job on Monday or what?
Well, we can do the job, put the glass in, but we just got to put little Dutchies on there and leave all
Temps.
the
Yeah,
pressure
yeah,
plate
temps.
off and come back when it's
Oh.
warm. Like this is it's that cold. Like it's just stupid.
Yes.
I'm ready to move. I'm done. It's too cold to even measure outside. Like it's that cold. And it's not like it's the beginning of December.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah,
I've had
winter hasn't even started yet, right?
I know that's probably
Usually.
just it like it yeah, it there's months of this stuff.
Hope you made a
Yeah.
bunch of money in the summertime.
It's not even the money, it's my mental health. It's just miserable.
Yeah.
How do you plan for that? Or do you plan for that? Like, are you guys actually slower in the wintertime, or are you forced to do less work during the wintertime in comparison? And do you plan for that?
We actually typically from like here till Christmas, we get a push.
Hmm.
So like I'm sure you guys do too. Like in our
Yep.
shower end, it's always, Christmas is coming. We want the push. Get it done by Christmas, get it done by Christmas. We slow down a little bit in January, but even in our commercial stuff, there's a push to get buildings closed in. So they
Mhm.
don't care that we're working outside. They still want us to push through and close in so that interior trades can keep working, right? So
Mhm.
we nevertheless kind of work right through it. It's just like when it's stupid cold like this, like the next few days, like there's just nothing you can do. But if it's like in the 30s, we'll still work. It's
Wow.
just if it's raining or it's stupid windy or something, you can't do it.
Right.
But I mean, right now we're approaching like 10 Fahrenheit, if not lower.
Wow.
Like overnight tonight, we got to be pushing zero. It's stupid.
Wow.
I think we're pushing like 40 degrees tonight where I'm at.
Ooh.
Yeah. We were just complaining about how cold it was here in California
48.5.
before you got here.
Stop it.
Now we're embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even have my winter coat out yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't miss that working outside, because I can remember that just what you're talking about, Ryan, of like, I'll we got to get this closed up. We got to get this building closed up. But you're never in the closed part. It's like as soon as you get the windows in, like you're going to the next open bay,
Can't
So
move.
it's like you're always outside I mean, for the most part.
And the
Even if you're
worst
inside, there's no window.
No, there's no relief. And the worst part is even when you're doing this, if we're doing like the full service stuff, it's a pain in the ass to dress for it because you could be doing the in and out thing, like even during
Yeah.
showers, right? You're outside and then you come in to a place that's like, it could be high 70s inside and you don't dress for it. So you're sweating and you're freezing, you sweat and you freeze
Yeah.
and you really feel awful. Yeah, you can't win.
Been
No, I
there.
worked on a winery down in Salinas Valley with like a 5 acre warehouse. It was all 2 floors of, ribbon glass. And the wind would blow through that valley. I'd wear long johns and it was cold.
Yeah.
And the warehouse was, it was all open and it was miserable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's some I probably like 20 years ago I did a public school And it was the worst job I had. We couldn't get off it quick enough. And it was kind of at the top of a hill in a new subdivision where nothing was built. And it was a cold winter, and it didn't matter what day it was, the wind was coming from somewhere, and you felt it. And didn't matter what side of the
Yeah.
building you were on, you were getting hit. So it's just, yeah, you days like that, you just, or even just seasons like that, you hate it. You can't get enough. You can't wait to get out of it.
What I love about shower doors, man. It's like, I got into the shower door business. I was like, oh man, where have you been all my life?
Right?
It's like you're almost, almost always like just about the very last person, except for like the painters who come in behind you to touch up, everything you've nicked, while you were
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, you're pretty much the last guy that's like everything's in and the heat's on, the lights, and it's nice.
Yeah.
But I love it. So what do you guys got planned for the rest of the month?
I'm taking off the last 2 weeks if I can.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Hmm.
What?
En serio? No?
Who's yelling? What are they saying?
I think it's Tim.
That's me. There you go. That door
¿Dónde,
locked and some guy comes in.
¿Dónde está Tim?
Nah, he's cleaning the office, so he's got to climb out to the box.
Yeah, I used to always like close like between Christmas and New Year. There's no point in really coming back to work.
Well,
I was,
we'll be open. I just won't be there. My dad took off. He was off from the whole week of Thanksgiving, and then I think he left the Friday before Thanksgiving, and he just got back this Wednesday. So he takes off quite a while during Thanksgiving, and then I'll take the last 2 weeks off. It's really only 6 days that I'm taking off, but it's a long stretch if you actually add it up because we're not open 2 days for the holidays each week.
Right.
So
That's
we'll
cool. That sounds good.
take it off, but I'll probably be doing that strategic planning crap that everybody tries to do. Um, so I will
Yeah,
be off. I'll still be working more or less, kind of, sort of.
that's what my calendar's full of at the end of the year is the strategic stuff. Most people want to
Hmm.
talk about what's going on, and this is when they got time to think about the biggest problems in their system, the pile-ups, opportunities
Hmm.
for training or advancement, or trying a new system, or finally fixing or addressing a pile of work they have in some one of those stages. But that's usually what
Hmm.
my end of year is, and I make it intentional to like reach out to everyone that I'm working with to ask those questions preemptively, proactively. Like, hey, here's what I expect end of the year. What do you want to do in your system so I can get ahead of it? Because usually between January and February, I get a flood of people who got new ideas and projects and want to go into it and all this stuff. And if we can get ahead of that way before the month's ever, when you start it in January 1st, it really doesn't get the ball rolling until like the third week of January. But if you can start it now, then maybe by January 1st, some of the ideas you have can actually be implemented and in motion and affecting the customers that walk through. We always used to imagine the perfect world of January 1st, we're going to start doing this. January 1st comes and we realize how many variations and problems and things need to be answered and trainings need to be built and like hand walks for our employees through this new idea. We told them once, why don't they get it? Like, what the hell's your problem? Like, I told you. Like, that's our attitude, the old school attitude, Adrian's attitude. If you tell them once, they should get it and remember forever, in perpetuity. Because yeah. But we
oh, don't get me
learned.
started. Don't get me
I
started.
know it. I know it. But that's the guys I'm usually used to working with, and then I'm also part of like helping train the new wave coming in that thinks differently. Some half of them do, and like having to address that and figure out how to meet them there is always a problem too. But yeah, the
Well,
fun part is helping people refigure their systems and how do we approach it now.
or get surprised waking up and coming get on your follow up and the update and like what the hell happened?
I got a
The
lot
new
of
the new
messages today
update
about
is
the update.
the new update. I'm like, what the heck happened, man? Like everybody goes, hey, did you get an update? I'm like, no, and I'm looking I'm like, oh geez.
I got a lot of messages about that. It's actually really cool if I actually walk you through it and show you like now from one spot you can do every single thing needed
Yeah,
on the right hand side.
yeah, I noticed that. So it is a lot easier, but for a minute I had to get used to it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it is
Yeah.
a lot easier, a lot easier.
As with a
This
lot of changes, like it's yeah, change isn't always welcome or easy,
I
or
was
in
trying
this case, it's a good thing.
I was trying to find the snips. I'm like, where are my snips at? Well, they're down. They're the same spot, but a little different.
Yeah, yeah, things definitely moved around in the systems, but yeah, that's one thing we need to do for you. You might have some time, so we can have a systems call. Those are always fun to have, but uh, everyone's got different SOP questions all the time, so come at me with them when you do. I enjoy those conversations.
Everybody was asking me, I'm like, what? I don't know what they were talking about. And I was looking and like, oh, okay. Looks cleaner, looks more organized.
Yeah, I got a lot of messages of that, and I'm sure some other people of different companies got a lot of messages. I saw in the Facebook group, I had the AI agent do a summary of the last week of like what the topics were, and some people there was a decent thread about like people posting tools and tips and best recommendations of tools they use, but then the other one was the CRL showers online downage issues for everyone. I
Yeah.
think Tim especially had some things go on. Man, that was another nightmare topic of changes that happened that weren't welcome that kind of messed everyone up.
Change is hard.
And when you push an update, you're like, everyone's gonna love it, and then some things happen. You're like, oh, we have a pre-queue problems, and nationally, all at once, from all of our customers, and now they're
You,
posting about it, talking to each other about it.
hey, do the funny thing is last time when there was glass build or yeah, CR Lawrence had the same problem with their system being down.
Oh,
And
that's
all of a
right,
sudden
isn't it? That's funny that you mentioned that.
around glass build, I'm like, what the heck? I mean, I huh.
They're probably trying to spruce everything up, around last build, and just screwing it
Well, I
up.
wish they would warn us because like I'm working and all of a sudden it doesn't keeps on like, dude, I'm like, dude, it backed me up like almost 3 days,
Oh
probably
man, I can
more.
imagine, dude. It's like
Ah,
so dependent on
I
that.
had, I had to do all my pricing by hand, by calculator. I'm like, what the hell? Instead of putting in my pricing and just popping up, now I had to do all, old school and just hand draw everything. I'm like, dude, come on. Freaking my hand is all freaking crumpled and stuff from writing too much.
And over the holidays, they shut down to upgrade their system.
I didn't work the holiday, so yeah, but
And that's what they did. So when they rebooted it, everything was all screwed up.
yeah.
I talked to the sales rep this morning. I said, what are you guys doing with orders up there? He goes, well, we updated the system that was 30 years old, and we have a few problems.
They should have.
And he couldn't even call the main office to see what's going on. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, boy, I would hate to be on that detail. Like,
There's something I ordered Monday
oh,
morning.
You're lucky you retired, Chris, man.
I
Shoot.
would
yeah,
get it overnight, and I haven't got it yet. It'll be here tomorrow, I think. But
yeah, I would imagine being the guy working on that, technician like trying to update that, knowing that there's like thousands and thousands of people who are like
yeah,
depending on it. Feel like I'd be feeling like Rob, man.
yeah, he said
Oh,
he had customers calling him, wanting to know where his orders were.
right.
And I couldn't even find out.
It's like, oh man, okay,
I've
here
been
we
there.
go.
I've been there, and I'm always sometimes like selfishly, I enjoy when everything's down. I get 5 messages from different customers at once saying I can't text from my system, or my app's not working, or hey, my guys in the field really need to do this. And if I log in and I can't find the issue, there's like this anxiety and this like what the hell, like they're counting on it and no one else is figuring this out. before I can, and then I'll go downdetector.com and I'll see Verizon, Sprint, like everyone's down in general. The down detector will show you which large companies, networks, Amazon servers, and some of these people are operating the Square app or the Facebook app or some of these. So once I go on there and I see it's down, there's almost this like selfish joy because like yes, it's not just me, it's not mine, it's not my problem to fix. Like because those are definitely nightmare scenarios when there is a big problem for everyone and it is your fault and there's a timer now counting down for you to go and fix what everyone's issue is to do their job effectively, which is what they rely on you to figure out. So yeah, there's definitely that.
Yeah.
Kudos to the guy who's found out it is his problem and it's on him to fix because that was their issue. I think of like they figured to go live and do that. That's why I'm always interested. Same things that happens in our business when you have an idea and you take the 30-year-old business and there's no SOPs or systems and you try to implement something new. Like the amount of things that break in that we're gonna fix and update everything process. The older it is, the more ingrained it is, the more objecting your people are to implementing the new ways, the more like you have this nightmare period where people get dropped and like the worst outcomes happen, even though it's all for the better. Because I'm sure once they figure out their kinks, it's going to help everyone. Because if it's a 30-year overhaul, like it has to help everyone. They must have done something major there for to fix everyone's issues long term. But short term, man, they might lose a few people or not get them back. Maybe I don't know. Some people might carry over to something else because of whatever they went through, and they don't get taken care of or they don't feel righted. But I know some people were exploring other options, but sometimes there is no other option.
Yeah.
Sometimes it hits everyone the same. And that's how you just got to deal with it.
I wish they would have fixed the enter problem when you're texting, because sometimes I push enter and it sends off my text when I'm not even ready. I wish they would have fixed. I wish they would have fixed that issue instead of having to hold down shift and enter to. I'm like, oh. And sometimes I forget to push shift.
Yeah.
That is the bad, yeah, the horrible scenario when you begin texting from the desktop and you're texting from like the follow-up CRM or a different one. You get used to pressing enter to make a space,
Yep.
and a lot of times you end up sending half-written text messages to customers, and you gotta quickly finish the message to make it make sense. Or yeah, that's definitely a feature. I'll check on where we're at with that for you because that's a good one for me to put in. The Adrian feature because he's the one.
It happens. It doesn't happen often, but when it
too
does, I'm like, damn it.
I should know better.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Yeah. I was listening to someone they were talking about, how artificial intelligence is and increasing or improving or whatever, and how it's projected, like to get more powerful. And they made the point that like, well, the thing about it is though, it's software, right? It's algorithm. And like software doesn't really exponentially um improve. It's like hardware does that, right? So the improvements that we've seen, in the internet and computers and stuff over the decades have really been hardware improvements. Hardware's gotten faster, it's gotten storage has gotten bigger, uh, components have gotten smaller. But like software really hasn't improved. Software actually has gotten worse. And you got to admit, like, I mean, look at like every version of Windows is like worse than the previous one. I mean, if you use an Apple, you don't really have to worry about that. But like, for example, QuickBooks sucks, man. I mean, it sucked 10 years ago. And it's gotten worse and worse and worse because they're just building more and more on top of it. And it's just so parts of it get slower. And then they're adding little features that like a very small percentage of people really need. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by GlassGadget.com. Showcase Innovations creates tools that help shower door installers be more efficient and save time.
Check out glassgadget.com for more information.
But, they're like the squeaky wheel, so they have to add it, and it makes everything else run slower. And it's just like really, and it's really hard to start over from scratch. And if you've seen like the Windows, I don't know how many of you guys work with QuickBooks. I have for like, I'm actually turning everything over to a bookkeeper finally after all these years, which I'm totally stoked about. It'll be her problem. But like QuickBooks Online is like terrible, man. They yeah. They were going to, what was it? I had payroll on QuickBooks, and I had QuickBooks Desktop. It used to be you bought the latest desktop version. And it was good for like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And it was like, I don't know, a few $100. Seemed like a lot of money to pay for the new version of QuickBooks. But you'd bite the bullet finally. It's like, yeah, this is getting old. It's like, it's really slow, it's really buggy, it's really crappy. I'm gonna get the new version. You get the new version, it was a little bit better. Cost you a few $100. And you knew you were good for a few years. Well, now it's like a subscription, even for desktop, and it's like every year you have to pay for it. So this is how they push you into like the online version. So it's like, well, just I had payroll. The new version wasn't going to support payroll. So they said you have to switch to QuickBooks Online. It's like, okay, but it'll be easy. It'll be seamless, man. We'll do it for you. We'll just move everything over there for you. It's like, okay, all right. And it was like, $1,000 or whatever, $1,200. I don't know. Okay, yeah, cool, man. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, man. They screwed it up so bad. I spent hours and hours literally on the phone with support, getting them to try to fix it. And they never really completely fixed it. Because I mean, that's the way QuickBooks is anyway. It totally sucks. It's buggy. It's always been like that. I've been using it since like the 90s. So man, I've got a lot of experience working with it. And it's never been right. There's always been something, buggy about it. Dude, it's just like, who's got time, to like sit on the phone talking to support, getting things fixed. Things supposed to be making your work easier. I feel better, man. Thanks for
I
listening.
think no one does, and that's why I have that's why I exist to me in my niche, my support. It's like no, they don't want to do this. They need someone to do this for them. I can do it for them. Yeah, I enjoy it. So that's what I sit and do that. Something's wrong with this system. I don't know what, but I don't want to need to fix it. And as long as I have access to the right things, like I'll go and fix that. Everyone needs their own little internal tech guys. Sometimes that's an installer that happens to have an eye for it. That happened to be me. I was a previous installer, and then I just happened to get into the tech world, and then I just know about all the other side first. But sometimes it's your nephew, sometimes it's your uncle, sometimes it's someone that comes in. But having that person is super huge. Like someone that can have those conversations you need to have and tackle those projects that you can just delegate. Like the whole point of the buy back your time, right? There are certain things you shouldn't be spending your time on. Accounting, your own taxes, definitely some of them are some one of the big things. Tech support, running your systems, building out the stuff. No, you just need to know what needs to be done and just tell someone else to figure it out and let them sit on the phone and figure out that techie crap or all the other things.
Are you still using QuickBooks, Chris?
Yeah, I am.
Yep.
You just kind of proved you know how we're all talking about how the change sucks. We just kind of proved how much humans and people will deal with crap or think if something's crap and we'll still put up with it. You said since the 90s, like how much we'll put up with something being good enough to get the job done, but we don't like it, but we're still using the stuff, like how many, like, why don't we change, like what
Change
is holding us
change to
back from
what?
changing? You know,
But
that's what I'm saying. Like, is there not options? Because we use QuickBooks and we've used it forever.
no,
Like,
there's
what,
really
like,
not.
why don't people change? And what is, you know what I'm saying? Like, why don't we change?
Yeah, to what? What's the what's the
Hmm?
equivalent to QuickBooks?
I've never looked, so I don't know.
Yeah, there
You
isn't.
know?
I mean, there
Well,
really
there's like
isn't. I mean,
Simply
there are
Accounting,
other
Sage.
programs. What's that?
There's Sage or Simply Accounting, or there's other packages out there.
Yeah, but yeah. So I know that Zoho, Zoho had an accounting program.
Yeah,
And it was like kind of the same thing. It was like, oh yeah, we'll just transfer everything over for you.
yeah,
Know? Just all you have to do is just buy the subscription. It was more affordable, more reasonable. I've used Zoho products before. They've got pretty good products, you
yeah,
know. But it was the same thing. It was like, okay, well, we're gonna do this. And they couldn't. I mean, they really couldn't do it. It was just like it was all screwed up. I was like, okay, so yeah, we did it. Go take a look. I look at it. Yeah, this is wrong. Everything's wrong. It's like,
yeah.
oh, okay, well, we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to, oh, well, it's like, well, yeah, if you can't actually transfer my program over to it, then it's really not useful to me. I have to start over. So I have actually looked at some other things. But it's like it's what the accountants use, it's what my CPA uses. It's like it's the industry standard,
It's monopolized for
It
sure.
is, and you're totally right, Daniel. It's like, yeah, I mean, why do we put up with this? It's like I'm gonna go off grid, man. Like go live
It
in
sounds
Alaska and like just bang bang rocks together.
Sounds like there's an amazing opportunity for somebody out there. If there's that many people that probably feel this way and have been hooked on it since then, there's
Yeah,
probably an enormous market out there for somebody that can change the industry standard, you know.
absolutely. And it's like, I mean, like I say, I mean, it's software. I mean, most software. I mean, I think like all of the major softwares are, whether it's Microsoft like Word or Excel or like I'm saying QuickBooks or even Adobe or whatever, their software has gotten worse over time because like they've tried to add these features to them and they become more complicated and more they crash more. It's weird. And with QuickBooks, like I say, it's always had bugs, but it's a very powerful software. I mean, it does like 100 times more stuff than the average person really needs it to do. And so all that's built into it. But when I started using it, it was like called Quicken. I mean, I'm talking about like 2000, like 1999, 2000, something like that. Um, and the thing about it is that was awesome was like just reconciling checking accounts or credit cards. Just that alone, I mean, the simplicity that it made for doing that, and then like doing reports and stuff like that. It really made those things a lot easier. And then you had like these little bugs. Yeah, I just put up with that. Figure out workarounds or whatever. But like it seemed like each version that came out, they added some new feature to it, but it made it clunkier in another way. And then it's like the slow boil, the frog thing, where it's like, you don't really notice it's happening, but then after 10 years, you look back and it's like, oh crap, man, this is like so much worse than it used to be.
Yeah. It's
And
like the behemoth of Microsoft. Like that is like the older and more corporate and more bigger the product is, at some point the improvements stop, the clunkiness begins, and then more agile and smaller competitors can come and eat them alive or attack a certain area that they're not serving well. So like it's become so big and so clunky and so useful to so many at once that like I know there's like other accounting and options, but I do know even though people know things like like I think what was that one, Sage, you said, like Sage or like FreshBooks or Zero. Like
Books.
there's all these I've looked at before and I can see it if I look at my integrations tab for, but yet and still I see all these major companies at the end of the day go back to the QuickBooks monster. And it's like that's the Microsoft monster. Like at some point,
Yeah.
you can find these small one-offs of companies that might be able to serve you well for certain things, but you'll notice the more you start to try to do with them, the less you see, the more you see why they can only serve that niche so well and why QuickBooks or something like that remains dominant because they don't need to request integrations with 100 other major apps.
Yeah.
They actually own 30% of them and don't allow other these smaller apps to integrate with their products. So maybe that new
Exactly.
up and coming thing that does so many things of yours well, is cloud based, is light, is cheap, but it can't do payroll well. Why? Because it doesn't integrate with a certain software that does your payroll stuff. Why? Because QuickBooks owns it, or someone else like owns it that makes it not integrate with your stuff you love that you found. It's always like there's always workarounds if you know the right nerd or coder or
Right.
integration. Like Zapier and Pabbly are great softwares to go look at or websites to go look like at if you want to take it upon yourself to connect some of your apps with some of your apps. Your Google Drive with your Google Sheet with your whatever app, House Call Pro, Service Titan, Follow Up, High Level, you name it. Like Zapier and Pabbly have thousands of connections with apps who don't really have connections with other apps, but because they both talk to Zapier or Zaps or whatever you want to call them, like they both give their information and allow you to know when five certain actions happen. And so they can let you trigger notifications that go to you or actions that happen in your other software. But those are two good things where you can automate so much of that redundant stuff that you find yourself doing, or so much of that data you find yourself asking for. You might not want to say yes to a whole new software that I might know of, but you might want to go open your Google Sheet that you have free access to, or your Microsoft Excel sheet that you have free access to, depending which of the behemoths you've bought into. Those are
Right.
usually your two. And they give you free spreadsheet software like Google Sheets.
Mhm.
And then you can go to Zapier and do a free connection with whatever other app you want and shoot that info all over to this sheet. And that's one less thing you ask for when you're wondering what data came from this Facebook ad because it connects with that. Or name any other platform and any other data or queue you want to know about. You could build your own kind of when this happens, do this and send a notification here scenario. Like super cool for the people that are gonna have time on their winter break. Like go look up those two apps.
Yeah, and if you're savvy enough to do all that, it's like you know, I used to I used to feel like Google. Okay, Google is one of these same like gigantic, probably even bigger, bigger than Microsoft now, right? And like I was hesitant to use their stuff, even though they've got great stuff. They've got, like you say, they've got all of the Office basically tools, and you can use them for free for the most part. Um, and was like I say, reticent to use them because like, well, they've got all my information. I don't trust them. But it's like but I don't trust, Microsoft. I don't trust any of these people. I mean, I don't think there's any real privacy anymore. I mean, I really don't believe there's such a thing as online privacy, personally. So, I mean, I might as well be using Google, and I'm kind of like getting to that. And the truth is, if you are a customer, if you actually pay them for something, I mean, even if it's a not, a small amount for ads or whatever, once you become Google's customer, they actually take good care of their customers. I mean, they're actually very responsive. Um, if you're just a free, user, they don't care about you. They won't help you at all. But as soon as you pay for a subscription to anything from Google, they're like, boom, they're on it because they're very good at that. So, I mean, there is a good argument to be made for like, you might as well just be using Google Sheets and Gmail and everything else.
And that Gemini feature they give you, if you pay Google for a Gmail right now, you get like free Gemini now, which is their version of AI tool. So if you're bought into Google, you get 20 tools they give you and an AI. If you bought into Apple, if you bought into Droid or whatever version of software you use, Verizon, Each one of these, as soon as you sign up for that phone, they have all your data. They sell
Yep.
it. That's
Yep.
why you get ads for stuff that you talk about and whatever. That we've given up data 10 years ago. Like Edward, I'm not even going to go say specific cases or specific people you can go look up that will share with you that this information has been stored on us for a while now. And if they have it already, that's why I bought into the AI world and giving my data and connecting my Google Drive to my Chat GPT so it can read all my call history and automatically letting it summarize calls for me. Things that we used to be fearful of and that people still are. Because I know they already have all the data and know where my entire map history is, because I need to use my maps when I travel places. So the day I said, give me directions somewhere, I gave them permission to ping me. There's an option where I could say, don't track me, but all that really says is, don't let me see what you're tracking. It doesn't actually say stop them from taking every piece of what you do, where you click, what you look at. But so might as well connect to these platforms, give it your data, and then use it to your advantage. That's what I've been doing. I've had these super great features like a VPN. Like if you're on a beach in Cabo and you want to watch an American-based TV show, go to CyberGhost or go to a VPN. Apple comes with VPN, and download an app that will tell your computer that you are really in somewhere else.
Yep.
Same thing we can do here in the US, the same way that people in other countries that are less free get access to our TV shows, because they actually have restrictions and their government might not let them watch and have access to all these channels. How do they still see our content? Through VPNs that show that they're actually in a different country, which gives them, opens up their rights to watch. So you can say you're in a country where that channel or that show is free, and refresh and boom, watch it. But those are things that you do for add 2FA, two-factor authentication, which is, if you're going to be giving your data to everything, make it hard for people that are trying to hack you to break you by making you send a code to your phone. That's like the number one way. And then your VPNs, like, go download those things and then go at it. Like, give whatever AI you're using your permission, your stuff, and then start letting these assistants like Mike Marino, super cool. He's at Top Golf talking to, how many jobs came in today? And just presses a button, his AI goes, reads his CRM, and comes and tells him the last 3 customers that came in, what they talked about. He can ask any detail, number, stage, appointment, whatever thing he needs to know, because he gave it this access to this data. And when you don't, you can't ask those and get that advantage. So, like, totally great opportunity out there for everyone to move forward with that. Protect yourself.
Yeah, that's the thing, I mean, it's like everybody's got to kind of be a hacker now. You got to think like a hacker, man, to just even like utilize technology, because it's like, yeah, it's there is some risk involved, but like you say, I mean, it's not like if you're either online or you're like off the grid. I mean, because now it's like your toaster is tracking you. It's like your refrigerator, you know, is tracking you. I mean, they're all paying, it's the Internet of Things, right? Of like all these things are connected. And they're talking about now how I'm sure you've heard about like with the Ring phones or whatever, or the Ring cameras or whatever, and how they're all networking, and how I think Amazon owns that now. And they just have it to where, so any device can access the internet through all of these devices through this mesh network, basically, right? And that includes like your Wi-Fi, because if you've got, I mean, unless you set it so that they can't, right? And it's defaults to being available so that if somebody's dog chip, wants to access the internet, it can use your Wi-Fi or your doorbell, or your washing machine. No,
That's a good
crazy.
point. There's another product recommendation, Eero. This is something that I got. I put it in, makes my internet faster, cool feature of it. But the real thing is, as soon as I bought it, put it in, and plugged it into my port, now I can control and see I can go open my Eero app and control every single device that has connected to my Wi-Fi. So as soon as I did that, I could see how many neighbors, how many devices in my house. There's like 32 devices right now, 14 of them with Chinese names
Yeah.
that I'm not sure where they are, what they're doing, why they need access, when they requested it, when I gave it to it, which of our daughters or our devices it is. But just knowing that that existed before I found it was like red flag. Oh, this is the 60-minute episodes you watch about how people get like taken from data wise because they don't see these open doors to their house because now they're not all physical. So now they're virtual and people can just log right in and get your Wi-Fi or log right in and reset your thing or log right into your camera that you think you only have access to because it's on your app. So there's a lot of things we just leave open, not knowing, even me, but I know Eero at least lets you download it, connect it to your thing, make sure internet faster, and then gives you control to like take devices off, restrict it, just put the control in your hands and give you the knowledge of exactly what's accessing your stuff and label it and create restrictions and have power over that. It's a super cool device I got only to speed up my internet, only to find. It's actually a really highly recommended tech safety, protect yourself and your family kind of.
You put it on your router?
Yeah, you just plug it into your wall, like in between. I think it replaced my Spectrum Wi-Fi. Like I pay them for their own stuff, and then I just bought the Eero thing, and it's like read the instructions in the video app that I QR coded, and just walked through connecting it to my wall, connecting it right back to the Spectrum plug, and then waited like 60 seconds, and then I downloaded the app. I'm like, all right, cool. Now I can see all the devices. What the hell are these? Um, Oh, I have four old devices and iPads. Those are mine. But what are these other Chinese things? What has access? Oh, this is what they talk about where it could go two ways. Be careful what you buy and all those other things they say to be wary of that we don't. We think we need like a super techie person to come in, but now just go buy an Eero, plug it in, walk through it, and you got a little more control of that part of your house since there's so many ways we got to protect ourselves that aren't physical anymore, not just the lock on the door.
Yeah, because like so I switched my internet service to a local company here in Santa Cruz. It's called Cruise.io. And so I thought, oh, that's cool, man. There's a little local company that's been here, and it's that line of sight, radio internet, and it's like it's pretty fast. It's like about like 100, or so, and upload, download, or what do they call that? It's um symmetrical. Is that right? Is that the term? Um, and I like it. It's good. But and then the app they gave me shows that like everything that's connecting to it. But I can't. I mean, I really don't. I'm like, is this me? Is this one of my devices connecting or what? And then you can block it or like pause it or whatever, or like pause it indefinitely. But so this Eero device, is it like you use it in addition to your router, right? Rob?
Literally laughed because a notification popped down on my phone that said your Eero device needs updating. It's like,
That's fun.
geez, Louise,
It's
perfect
listening
example
to
of
it.
them listening to everything. But yeah, I use it. We pay for our Spectrum Wi-Fi, and then I just bought the device and separately, and then just plugged it in. It was a one-time thing, and I think I paid them to upgrade like some security. They had some other device. But yeah, it's like a mesh Wi-Fi system, like a single router. It improves your Wi-Fi, improves your radius, and like I only got it to speed up my Wi-Fi in my house because it's in the daughter's room, and I was in the whole opposite side of the house, and I need 5 devices connected at once. So my stuff better be running fast. And when all of us have a lot of devices at once, pulling a lot of data, you don't got the right Wi-Fi plan, or maybe you got the fastest one, but it still isn't speeding up. So now you got to do something to increase the strength of the signal coming from your home itself if you can't upgrade the plan you're buying. And that's the device I found that helped me do that.
I'm gonna
Like
check.
they also had like separate ones. So maybe you buy the device itself and then you buy a separate one that you put in another room. So now it duplicates your signal. So the Wi-Fi signal that used to be strong from one room and can only like got worse and worse the farther away. Now you just put one on the opposite side of the room and it just covers your whole area now, not just the person who's closest to the box kind of thing.
Rad. Okay. I'm gonna look into
Yeah, it
that.
kills dead zones. People have dead zones, it kills them. Mine was just a slow zone and I wasn't having that. And that helped me.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I like the idea of having that additional security too on the network, you know.
Hmm.
so that means I don't have to have my son sitting beside the router so he's not lagging when he's trying to play some games. If I get
Exactly.
something like
Something that
that.
Yeah, exactly. Something like Eero would be like an enhancer, or you'll see like on their products, you'll be like, oh, if I buy that, I can buy like an enhancer thing that literally makes it strong. So put one in his room, and now you'll see the graph they have that shows like this is the strength of your router and far away in the house, and that's why on the other side of the room. And when you buy this other device, it shows you like where you're increasing it and how many you need to buy based on your square footage. What it recommends, like where are you trying to cover? What are your dead zones now? I think they even say like walk around with this tester to like see your dead zones in real time, in your like a signal reader thing or whatever. But that's a great way to know how many do I need to buy? What distance am I really trying to cover?
Hmm.
Great for office use cases like those scenarios too. But yeah, home is where it started for me. I just needed to fix my house layout, and then the office ended up getting it over in Austin and buying like a way better version than me, like a white mesh system, multi device, and they didn't have an internet issue again. And then from that, everyone started buying them for their homes, and that's been my go to now.
So I'm on their website looking at it. So what am I looking for? Am I looking for a router or is it access point? Does it
Like a
start with
mesh Wi-Fi system, I think is the one I got. It was my Amazon one. Zero Wi-Fi.
Did we bore Adrian to sleep with the tech talk?
Tech Talk?
Yeah, it's on Amazon
No, not
Wi-Fi
really.
Hero.
I, I'm figuring out some. I'm doing some quotes right now.
That's right. Get some work done, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you the link to the one I got, Chris.
All right, cool. That'd be awesome, man. I'm curious. Yeah, I've got like an app, you know, they have these apps where you can just scan for all the available Bluetooth devices that are, you know, within range. And
Hmm.
it's like you run this app and it's like there are literally like hundreds. I mean, just like in my house, you know, I just run it and it's like there are hundreds of them of Bluetooth addresses that pop up. They're like within range. It's bizarre because they're literally like in everything. They're in every modern thing, electronic thing. I maybe even non-electronic things. I don't know. Everything has like a Bluetooth address.
Hmm.
Bizarre.
Every now and then, I like to try to connect to random stuff and play music for fun. But
Yeah, should like yeah, I should blast this podcast like, to
mhm.
somebody's toaster. Good times, good times. Hmm. Well, that's good. It's good to know. What else? What are we missing?
It would be good for our office because our router is in the very back of the shop and the office is in the very front.
Mhm.
All the electrical
I noticed
stuff
that
is
they
in the
have like
back.
the Wi-Fi 7 routers. It looks like these little. They have like $300 options, $150 options, and then like other packages that have. Hello everyone, look at other packages that have multiple devices at once. But yeah, totally super cool for the people I know that recommended it and that used it first and got me to use it. But it's totally passed my test.
Yeah, I've got a
I'll see what I can
like a Wi-Fi extender. I think it's like Unify. That's like old now, man. It's like
do. Hmm.
it's got to be, I don't know, 5 or 10 years old probably. So I'm definitely due to like update. do something a little different. It works. It's getting the internet, out all the way out to from my little flat out back all the way to the front of the little farm stand. So it's good enough, but I'm gonna check into this. I'm interested.
Yeah, there's other apps you can do if you're, those are other conversations we can have. But like, for my guy who worked in a van, who traveled and was our salesman, and he wanted to be in the Colorado mountains and then go over here, but it doesn't matter what location he's having these sales calls for. Wi-Fi was super important for him, so we like got a device that we put into his truck that extended his radius. We got apps on his Apple Pad that was specifically for people going on trips that restricted every single power and what's all these things you don't know that are pulling all your little memory and data, and it shut everything off except for the Zoom app you needed running and the Google Chrome browser, or like super cool things you can do to enhance being that off the grid person, but still fulfilling your tech role. So you can have your car in your van, walk out, hit the snowboard, and go down the slope. Like that's what he was doing in his ideal life, but you can't do that without good Wi-Fi if your role is virtual salesman. So definitely other things you can do to help increase your tech. Don't rely only on tech, but yes, go and spend your holiday, Cyber Monday, Christmas gifts
There
or
you
requests.
go.
You never know what to ask for besides socks. Ask for something like this. Ask for these zero things or these RFID wallets and blockers. If everyone can steal your data, just get something that blocks it. Apple has some cool built-in ones, but those are good gifts to request to protect you from these assaults digitally that can happen to y'all.
Awesome. Good to know. Good to know. Well, cool. Well,
All right.
I'm satisfied. All right, guys, there's nothing else. I think we should call it a wrap.
Sounds good.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna go grab some tacos.
See.
All right. See you. Good night, guys.
Good night, you guys.
Like,